What is up, you guys? Welcome to my second video back. Once again, it feels great to be back, after my little break. But like I said, man, we're getting straight down to business. Like I said in my last video, I am tired of trying to do other things. Not other things, but I'm tired of trying to bring new builds to the channel. I'm tired of trying to do performance parts on the IS while my, paint isn't matching. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all that. So, like I said, I'm gonna be working on just making the IS look better and making it feel better. Making it comfortable on the inside. Actually having power steering. Having the overall look better. That's what I'm focusing on right now. I'm putting all of that performance stuff, starting a new build and all that. I'm pushing that to the side. And we're gonna focus on making the IS, I don't wanna say that phrase. I wanna say make the IS great again. I ain't even using that. But I'm just trying to make the IS nice. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first, actually it wasn't even really nice. I guess the IS was never complete. Well, no build is really ever complete. It always needs something. So I'm just trying to get the IS to look better. So let's do it. As you guys could probably tell by the title, today we are going to be, better than talk about it, let me show you. We are going to be throwing this thing. And I don't know, maybe I should start vlogging with it with a wider angle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna vlog with the wider, but the quality's kind of trash with a wider angle. All right, we're just gonna stick to the regular angle. So yeah, we're gonna be throwing this Altezza steering wheel inside the car. I know I said Altezza steering wheel in the title and I just said it now, but this isn't actually a Altezza steering wheel. This is an Altezza airbag with a manual IS300 steering wheel. I've been trying to get a manual steering wheel for so long, but it's so hard to find them at a good price and in okay condition. It's either a okay price and the steering wheel's garbage, or it's a good steering wheel and the price is just crazy. I actually got this from my friend Mario, shout out to him. He actually gave me a good deal on it. But this airbag, I got it from Island Boy Tuning like a few months ago, like a while back, and I still haven't freaking threw it in. As you can see here, this is an actual Altezza, let me see if I can get a good shot. This is an actual Altezza shifter bezel, I guess, and that's the actual boot. And I know this isn't a 6-speed, but I just had to throw it in there. I don't care. And who knows, maybe in the future I might get a transmission with that same exact configuration. So who knows? But that's not all. The other day I was actually inside of my garage and I'm just looking for parts. And then I'm like, why do I have 3 gauge clusters? I don't really get it. I could have swore I only had 2 extra ones and they were auto, I think. They were auto clusters. So then I'm like, why the hell do I have 3 gauge clusters? And then I look closely at one of the gauge clusters and look what I find. You guys see that? It's a freaking Altezza gauge cluster. I completely forgot that I had this, man. Literally completely forgot that I had this. So I'm gonna actually be throwing this in today too. This one's missing a whole bunch of bulbs in the back, but I'll just grab them off that one over there. Now, I'm not 100% sure that this is gonna light up, like the speedo and the RPMs and everything. I'm not sure if it's gonna light up. I know that the, check engine light stuff and all that stuff is gonna light up, but this is a 2001 car and they only made manual clusters for 2002 to 2005. So I guess the wiring is a little different. So when you put a manual cluster in a 2001 IS, it doesn't light up. And I hate that. Everything else works, the freaking speedo and everything works, but just the lights don't work. Besides stuff like the ABS light and the check engine light, those stuff work. But yeah, the speedo and RPMs, they don't work. But I'm gonna throw this in there and who knows, maybe it might work. But if the lights don't work, I'm just gonna take it to JR and I'm gonna have him wire up the lights and everything for me. So no big deal. All right. Now this is a clock spring. I picked this up yesterday from a subscriber. Shout out to him. I got a really good price on this too. So yeah, man, I'm ready to go. I got the steering wheel. I got the clock spring that I threw out when I originally changed to that steering wheel. And yeah, so let's get started. Oh, nope, let me need that. So I think for this one, I'm gonna most likely need to do the wide angle lens. So let's zoom out. Bam. All right, we good. So let's get started. First things first. Actually, no, we don't need to do this. Quick release. Cool. So yeah, next we have to remove these 6 bolts here. And let's get started. I got my tool bag from work right there. Guess we might as well take these out. Gotta love power tools. And don't mind my legs and my socks. I literally just came from work, so. And I'm ashy because I just washed my hands. All right. Get that out of there. Come on. Come on. I rarely ever use these at work, so finally I have something to use them for. Let's see what size it is. Is it a T25? Wrong. Smaller. All right, so it's a T15. So, all right, T15. Now let's go to a 1/4-inch ratchet. Yo, these things are literally loose. And some of you guys might be like, damn, Bobby, seriously? You getting rid of the sparkle wheel? It looks so cool. It looks so badass and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I guess I'm getting old. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the whole sparkle wheel and stuff, it was cool when I first got it, but when I see other people's ISs and I'm like, damn, bro, it looks so clean with the stock steering wheel. So I'm like, bruh, maybe I should have kept mine. And then I got the Altezza airbag from IBT. So then I'm like, bruh, I need to get one now. And I just think the car is just gonna look cleaner with you know, stock, sort of stock steering wheel. And since it's actually bigger than the sparkle wheel, it's gonna give me a little bit more leverage dealing with this power steering, not having power steering, which I'm gonna fix soon. I guess you can say I'm getting old, man. Even this freaking straight pipe that I got, I'm about to slap a muffler on this car. I ain't with all that noise anymore, man. I'm starting to turn into an old man, all right? I'm about to slap a muffler on this thing, quiet it down a little bit. I don't want that raspy, like, loud for no reason sound. All right, so we got this out. This is something that I plugged in for the horn. I'm not gonna need that no more. This, I didn't know if this bolt was a 19 or whatever. So I just grabbed both a 19 and a 17, but I think it's a 19, so let's get that out there. I'm gonna try to use the 3/8 gun. It is a 19, so let's see. See if the 3/8 could do it. Damn. I probably should have straightened out the steering wheel. Completely forgot. Let me go back in because I don't want to mess this up. So I'm gonna go back and straighten out the steering wheel. So which means I gotta put at least 2 of the screws back on, and I'll get back to you guys. I do not want to mess this up, so I'm just being cautious. All right, so I got it lined up. Now I'm gonna be using this 3/8 gun. Let's see if this works. I hope it works because I don't feel like using a breaker bar, and I don't have nobody to hold the steering wheel for me if I use a breaker bar. So light's still green, so should have enough juice. Got it. All right. Probably should have left it on just in case this is stuck on there like it is right now. All right, see if I can finesse this and get this thing off.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so as you guys can see, it's freaking dark outside now, and that's how long it took me to get this thing loose. Guys, never put an NRG steering wheel on your car unless you plan on keeping it forever, because what I just went through was not worth it. It was not worth it. I went to advanced AutoZone. Oh, that stripped. Oh well. I went to AutoZone to get a steering wheel puller tool, and I ended up not even using it. I ended up just using my own strength to get the steering wheel out, and it was not fun. And I never want to do that again. I've been excited all day to put this Altezza steering wheel in. I was just like, bro, I don't think I'm going to be able to put the freaking steering wheel in because it's just not working. I was bummed. But after going and going and going, would you look at that? Steering wheel is loose. Never again. I'm never, ever again. Like I said, if you plan on keeping this like forever, then yeah. Or if you have some type of special, you know, way of taking this off, then yeah. But other than that, no. All right, so I'm gonna get all this stuff off and I'll get back to you guys. Here we are. Where is it? Clock spring. There you go. Time to get freaking clock spring on there. How does it go? Guess it goes that way. Look who's home after I get done struggling. My little brother. Must be nice. I guess it goes like that. I'm gonna put everything back together and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, much better. I just got my light bar in here, so we don't have to deal with any lighting issues. So, got this on. Pretty sure that's how it goes. This says top. Yeah, pretty sure that's how it goes. So, next, what do we do? So now, just hit my head on the light bar. Like the smart guy I am, I put the airbag in. I screwed it in already. So let me take the airbag apart and then we'll get started on putting this thing together. So let's do it. So I got the clock spring on. I actually turned off my hood light over here because bugs kept on trying to fly inside the car and I'm not dealing with that. So we're gonna have to deal with this. Oh man, this is not how I expected everything to unfold. I expect this to be like a nice and sweet video, but of course, would it be a VT? Would it be a VT Bobby video if everything was nice and sweet? I don't think so. All right, now it's time to put the steering wheel on, and let's clip this on. Clip, and now there's this ground wire, I guess, that I got to plug in, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll save that for another time. I just want to get this thing on because it's getting late and I want to get done. All right, let me actually put the steering wheel on straight because this is not straight. All right, so steering wheel is on. Now, if I were smart, I would have swapped out the cluster before I did the steering wheel. But of course, you know Bobby, you just love to make things more difficult than they actually have to be. But it shouldn't be that hard because I've taken out the cluster with, you know, the steering wheel still on. And I think you guys probably forgot, but remember, this is my IS. This isn't a regular put together IS. This is my IS. So where you would need to take out these screws, which you see I don't have, all you got to do is that. That's it. That's it, and you're in there. All right, let me take my key out. But yeah, that's it. Boom. Just like that. You got access to the cluster. This could stay there. And where you would think that you'd have to unscrew right here and down there and over here, mine doesn't have that either. So all you got to do, pull the cluster out. That's it. All right, so let me swap out this cluster and then I'll get back to you guys. Now, before I put this one in, I'm gonna put all the bulbs that are missing. I'm gonna put them all back inside the cluster and then we should be ready to go. So you guys, I just put the cluster in and as you can see, lights are working, everything's working. But watch what happens when I turn the lights on. What? The lights come on. Matter of fact, let me turn off the flash on the phone so I can show you guys. Look at it, bro. I haven't had lights in so long, man. And now the lights on my gauge cluster turn on. That is crazy, boy. Yo, I don't think you guys understand. Like, I haven't had lights in my gauge cluster, I think ever since I went manual swap. I've just been driving at night without knowing how fast I'm going. That is crazy, man. I got lights back in my gauge cluster. What? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Let's go Altezza cluster, man. What? We freaking did it. I got lights in my gauge cluster now. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, man. Of course, this is in kilometers and not miles, but who cares? And it has 150,000 miles on it. But again, who cares? That's not the mileage that my car has. And it looks like the gas, the fuel meter, yeah, it's on point. That's what I left with. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Right now, I don't see a flashing fuel light. I think I took the bulb out on accident, but I'll put the bulb back in just so I could, you know, see if it works or not, or if it's flashing like before, but we'll see. And for the fuel, I'm talking about the low fuel light, because when I did my 1J swap, the fuel light, the low fuel light, you know, the yellow light that's usually down there, it started like flashing nonstop. Like I could have a full tank of gas and it would just flash. So yeah, I guess I'll pop the bulb back in there and see if it works. But if it doesn't, oh well, I've been doing fine without it. But yeah, man, look at that. Look at that. I got lights in my gauge cluster. That is crazy. Oh yeah, Altezza steering wheel, Altezza gauge cluster. Actually, let me put the bulb back so I can put the bezel back around the gauge cluster so we could see everything all put together and complete. Because man, I'm so excited right now. Like, it actually worked out. That's wild. Woo-hoo! I'm so happy right now, bro. You don't understand. All right, so I got everything together. As you guys can see, the fuel light is flashing, so I'm about to pull that bulb. Other than that, the oil pressure light, the oil pressure gauge, it's actually working. As you guys can see, the temp gauge isn't working, but that's what happens with these swaps. That's why I have the temp gauge right here. But yeah, the oil pressure gauge is actually working. So I'm not sure exactly where the oil pressure should be, but if you guys know where it should be, let me know. But this is where mine is at right now. So anybody that has Altezzas or Altezza clusters and they know where this oil pressure gauge should be, just let me know. Because I actually was gonna buy an oil pressure gauge, but if this is actually accurate, then I don't need to buy one. I should be good. But other than that, man, this is a success, bro. Like, yo, I can't even express how happy I am. Because like I said, I've never had these lights working ever since I did my manual swap. I literally be driving and everything is just pitch black. I was gonna say, let me see if my RPMs are actually working, but it looks like they actually are because the car is idling at 1,000. So I guess I should be good. Let me give it a little rev though. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they work. Looks pretty accurate. All right, we should be good. Let's give it one more just to see. All right, we're cool. Damn, man, that's what's up. I actually got it. So there you guys have it, man. Altezza steering wheel, Altezza gauge cluster install was a success, bro. Okay, but one thing though, these orange lights, they gotta go. These orange lights and this not working, they gotta go. So get ready for a upcoming video because I already ordered a whole bunch of lights, so get ready. And so you guys know the reason why I got a check engine light. I think it's always going to be on regardless, but I did have this car scanned by JR, and the reason why I have the lights is because it's a automatic ECU and I have a manual transmission. So the car's like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, other than that, everything else is good. It's crazy. This is crazy. The trouble that it put me through was actually worth it. Alright you guys, but that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. I'm just happy that everything worked out. But I got a whole bunch of cool little videos that are coming up, and all of them are gonna be working towards making this IS better. You know what I'm saying? This thing needs some work, and we're gonna get her looking nice. We're gonna make her clean. Make sure you guys get excited for the next video because it's gonna be a cool one. But as for now, that's all I got for you guys. I'm out.
We wasn't rich, but was ballin' in the happiness. Like a kid's shoulders overflowing with the sappiness. I wouldn't redo if I had the chance, but I really wouldn't mind just a peek or a glance at the past. To be done, and I forget the smell of roses, chasing all of my dreams. Writing rhymes that's the coldest, but at time God will use a freight train to make you chill and maintain before you blow up. Like propane, moving way too fast, starting to get tunnel vision. Pretty soon I'll be